They say she walks after midnight, wearing red, hiding her mouth. They say she asks one question, and your answer decides everything. This is not a legend. This is how it spreads. No one ever warns you properly. They don't sit you down and explain the way fear passes like an illness, how it waits, how it learns your habits. They just tell you little things. Don't walk alone at night. Avoid the old streets. If someone asks you a strange question, don't answer. That last one always sounded ridiculous to me, until she asked me. The night she came, the city felt hollow. Streetlights buzzed like insects trapped in glass. The fog hung low, thick enough to blur the edges of buildings, thick enough to swallow sound. My footsteps echoed too loudly, each one bouncing back at me like something was following just out of sight. I checked my phone. 12:47 a.m. I was 3 blocks from home when I felt it. That subtle pressure between the shoulder blades, the feeling you get when you're being watched, not casually, but intently. I slowed. The footsteps behind me slowed too. Not hurried, not accidental, deliberate. I stopped completely. So did whatever was behind me. For a long moment there was nothing but the hum of electricity and my own breathing. Then a voice slid into the space beside my ear. Soft, female, smiling. Am I beautiful? My stomach dropped. I didn't turn right away. Something in my chest told me not to. The air felt colder near my left side, as if she was radiating absence instead of warmth. Slowly, I turned my head. She stood there, impossibly close. She wore a red robe tied at the waist, the fabric darkened in places as if soaked and dried again and again. Her hair was long and black, clinging to her face like wet ink. Her skin was pale, too pale, smooth in a way that didn't belong to living flesh. Her mouth was covered by a small, polite smile. Too polite. Her eyes searched my face, hungry and hopeful at the same time. Am I beautiful? She asked again. I remembered laughing once when someone mentioned this story, a woman with a cut smile, an urban legend, a joke. But legends don't smell like iron. My throat locked, my heart pounded so hard it hurt. I should have stayed silent. Instead, my mouth betrayed me. Yes, her smile twitched. Her eyes widened with something like delight. Slowly, carefully, she raised both hands, long fingers pressed into the corners of her mouth, and she pulled. The sound wasn't a scream. It wasn't even loud. It was wet. Skin split open like overripe fruit. Blood welled instantly, tracing thin lines down her chin and dripping onto the robe. The smile stretched past her cheeks, exposing teeth that seemed too numerous, too evenly spaced. Her face became a wound. Still smiling, she tilted her head. How about now? The streetlight above us flickered, the world lurched, and suddenly she was gone. No footsteps retreating, no scream fading, just empty fog. I ran. I don't remember unlocking my door. I don't remember climbing the stairs. I only remember slamming the door shut and pressing my back against it, gasping like I'd been underwater too long. I laughed. That hysterical kind of laugh you use to convince yourself you're fine. Just stress, I told myself. Just your imagination. Then I went to the bathroom. The mirror was fogged over, but something had been carved into it from the other side. 4 words. Deep, jagged, smile, back. That was the first night. It only got worse. I started seeing her everywhere, in reflections that vanished when I turned, in the glass of bus windows, in my phone screen when it went dark, always smiling, always waiting. People began avoiding me. Conversations cut short. Strangers stared at my face and then quickly looked away. A coworker finally asked me what happened. "What do you mean?" I said. She hesitated. "Your mouth. It looks like you hurt yourself." I rushed to the restroom. There they were, thin red lines stretching from the corners of my mouth. Not cuts, not scratches, stress marks, as if my skin was being gently pulled from the inside. They hurt when I tried not to smile. They felt right when I did. At night, I dreamed of mouths, hundreds of them, lining the walls, whispering questions. Am I beautiful? Am I beautiful? I woke up every morning with my jaw aching, my lips trembling, and sometimes I woke up smiling. She's still out there, still asking, still smiling. If you heard her, like, subscribe, and don't answer.